Hello there, Internet. Welcome once again to Media Reload's digital playground.
Give him 2 weeks off and he gets the...
Nailed it.
Yeah, I was repeating it over and over again in my mind. Well,
For the last 2 weeks.
yeah. Well, I was leading up to it. But we're here to talk exclusively today about PokemonGO, the phenomenon sweeping the nation, the more Googled term than porn.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it a fact?
You can back
Yeah.
that stat up.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, it was like in USA Today.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it has a bigger broadband share than or bandwidth share than Tinder, and
Right.
it's
More users, yeah.
It's using a portion of Twitter's. I mean, it's not even going to touch Instagram, but
Right.
you know.
Little known fact, it's already also set up more real dates than Tinder.
Probably not.
Oh
but
my God, that's so weird to think about, considering like the age gap of the people that are using this
yeah,
application.
Yeah,
Right?
sure. Yeah, and it's huge. I mean, it's preteens to
Exactly.
40-year-olds walking around.
At
Well,
least.
Yeah,
I watched it had to be like maybe a 3-year-old, 4-year-old boy skipping like behind his either dad or uncle or grandfather, who had like the middle-aged guy smartphone, like I can't see it up here, I gotta have it out
Right.
here. And they were like quite obviously like meandering looking for Pokemon.
That's awesome.
At the park the other day. So it's this huge thing. I'm sure most of the audience will have at least talked about it a little bit
Talked
before
about
they
it,
see
seen
this.
it. I mean, God,
Yeah.
my office, who is mostly people over the age of 40
Yeah.
or 50, and have no interest in anything video game related. They were all asking me, like, what is this? Like, how do we capitalize this in marketing? Like, you know, like they wanted me to write an article about how to capitalize
That's really funny.
PokemonGO.
That's really funny. So Jimmy, give me like 2 experiences that you never thought you'd have when this app was described to you at first.
Ooh. That I never thought I'd have when the app was described.
Yeah, so like they had that awesome
When the beta
YouTube,
came out.
that awesome
Yep.
YouTube advertisement that basically delivered on its
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Right.
So, but there's definitely I know the experience of it is different than the fantasy.
Absolutely.
But give me 2 ways that's positive.
This is going to sound kind of strange, but I think actually tracking down a Pokemon and then catching it in real life
Right.
is
In
so
augmented
much
reality.
more rewarding than it was on a handheld console.
It is really neat to see the grass rustling on the screen and then know, okay, I got to walk 6 feet out over here,
Right.
and then have it come out.
It is a little bit hit and miss though, because I'll be able to stand
It
right
is.
on top of it and then nothing will happen. And,
Right.
You know, and that could just be a server issue.
And I'm sure that's probably
it's
what
taking
it
a
is,
long
but-
time to communicate.
Yeah,
with
and
the
it
server.
should be noted that at the time of the recording, we're 5 days old? 6
Less
days
than a
old?
week, I know
than a-
that.
Yeah,
So-
and that the servers are operating at about 9,000% of
Right.
their estimated capacity.
Yeah.
Right.
So any of you that bought server space in China are currently enjoying quite a boom
Yeah.
because they're
Or-
buying them up
or Nintendo stock.
at an insane rate.
It's up like
Okay, so the
billions of dollars.
The physicality and the it's a visceral experience. To
It
see
really
that.
is.
And it's always Pokemon's always done that well
Oh,
of like
definitely.
making the capture.
But you know, when that silhouette, and not the colored in one, but the silhouette pops up
Yeah.
on your nearby,
Yeah,
like
you're
that's
like-
like, oh shit, here we go.
yeah.
Correct. Any other like big
Catching.
differences?
Oh, this is good. The other day I was sitting at home and a Jigglypuff came up on my nearby.
Yeah.
And I hadn't caught Jigglypuff yet. So I was like, oh, cool. So I went out into my neighborhood and I caught it. And right as I caught Jigglypuff, I looked down at the nearby and there was a huge silhouette, like way bigger than anything I had seen so far. I was like, what the
And
hell
you're like
is that?
Lapras.
I was like, what the hell is this thing? So I clicked on it and brought it up bigger and it was a Pidgeot.
Oh, okay.
So at that point, I hadn't even seen Pidgeotto.
Okay.
I had just had, the little Pidgeys that you could find if you
Sure.
Anywhere.
If you
Throw
can
a
spin
rock.
around, you can see a Pidgey.
Yeah.
But yeah, Pidgeot came up, and it was just a random, like, here's a third level evolution Pokemon, and it's not one of the best third level evolutions, but
Yeah, it's still neat.
I mean,
and
but it's still really cool
it's-
that it was there.
It's dangling the carrot in
Right.
front of you.
Yeah, that's what I did when I got my Beedrill. Was
Yeah.
it was the same thing. I'm like, are you kidding me? I haven't even.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this was like the second or third day that I had been playing the game, and then like, there it is, third level evolution. Walked 100 yards down the road and picked it up. That was great.
I hate to sound like the old guy in the room, and I do know how they did it because I've read a lot of articles about the way that this game is mapped out. But the fact that like water ones appear near water,
Awesome.
and that sort of thing is really, really cool to me.
That's very cool.
And that the creators have said, and the community seems to have come out and backed it, that you basically have to go to parks and cultural landmarks to catch the best Pokemon.
Yeah.
You know, another level of encouraging community activism, which I know you want to talk about in a second, Sean, is just, it's really neat and it's super encouraging to see. The nerds in us really have to rejoice to see that video games are doing this when instead of encouraging murders in Seattle.
What a slap in the face to those people, real quick, before you get into the good stuff. Like, oh, video games, all they do is sit inside. Haha, what now?
Yeah.
And now they complain that we're outside.
Yeah.
So
now they're complaining that we're outside talking to each other. I don't understand like what. But yeah, so the community thing, like it's so cool that we get to go out and we see this kind of interaction. Like, you know, I went down to the Friendship Shell in Bay City, and there were at least 100 people there the first time I did it.
Yeah.
And everyone's offering help and tips and talking to you about it. And you know, I'm making friends. There's groups on Facebook. You know, so I mean, it reminded me a lot of when I first started playing Destiny really hardcore, or when I played.
Oh yeah, because that community got lauded a lot for how communicative it was and how welcoming it was.
Yeah, exactly. And they're, you know, like people guide you through the raids and stuff. Like they're called Sherpas, and so they take you through.
It's like the opposite of World of Warcraft.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so they're really friendly and they like to help people out, and that's the exact same thing with this game. So seeing people talk about it on Facebook and how like they don't like this game, they're sick and tired of seeing this game.
Yeah, although I mean,
really
it should be
discouraging.
noted that Facebook is for some people that are over 28.
Right.
Like, it just is.
Yeah.
And this game really isn't. I mean, it's for all ages, but
Right.
the target demographic is 30 and under, and they don't give a shit about what people say about it on Facebook because they give a shit about all the Instagram pictures of Pokemon that people are posting.
Yeah. There's the Reddit. If you follow the Reddit,
Oh, the
for
Reddit.
Pokemon
Yeah, it's
Go,
massive.
It's
It's
massive.
so good.
It's like the least funny Reddit though, which is sad.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
one of the best things about Reddit is how weird and derpy it is, and like
Right.
this is just like a dedicated, massive community of people that are encouraging each other and like posting tips.
It's
and
essentially
tricks
a
and stuff.
forum. Is what it's become.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
It's the same for the Destiny Reddit.
Yeah.
yeah, I just miss, you know, it's not really Reddit to me.
Yeah.
I get
fair.
that. That's something that I never foresaw coming with this game. Like
Yeah, neither did I. I thought it'd be like a niche hit. I knew probably
Right.
10 people that would do it, but my friend Krista was told, you can go for a walk with us because we know you want to go for a walk to exercise, but I would suggest downloading PokemonGO because you're going to be left out of the conversation, and we're
Right.
going walking with a huge group of people to do this.
Yep.
And she texted me today while I was on my way home from Midland and said I'm level 5.
Oh, cool.
She was
awesome.
excited to go to a gym.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So yeah, it was just someone that never thought that they.
One of us.
Yeah,
One of
yeah.
us.
That's the other thing too, is that there are so many people who have probably never even touched a Nintendo handheld console or played Pokemon in their life that are playing this game just because it's free and it's on the App Store.
Yeah.
And it's the #1 rated app right now.
Yep.
Or #1 downloaded app.
Yeah, it's been pretty neat. Although I gotta rain on the parade a little bit.
Someone has to.
It
what he
is
does.
basically like moving Clash of Clans. Like it's
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here's the thing that people, like I've seen a couple things on Facebook that people are saying, you know, it's it's a cell phone game. Like it's not a real video game. And like Clash of Clans or Angry Birds or whatever.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah, and I think that's not really that accurate. Sure, it's on a cell phone.
Well, it's more of a. It's a scavenger hunt more than anything.
Right.
Which
Right.
is not a video game. And
Sure.
I would say it's more of the mechanics of the competitiveness are risk
Yeah.
more than
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
You know, with
With the gyms and everything.
and the relative strength and weaknesses, you kind of know in risk more or less when you're going to win and when you're not going to win.
Right.
So I get that argument, And my my pushback would be like, so fucking what? Like, I don't go ahead and play your video games.
Right,
I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have fun indoors, man.
Yeah, I totally agree. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Clearly, we all play video
mean,
games
yeah.
indoors. You know,
Yeah.
like, and we're going to continue to do that. But
Right.
it's really cool to see one of your favorite pastimes becoming so like accepted and so
Ubiquitous.
lauded and so yeah, exactly. The people love
sure.
it. Then that's why I picked it up. I wasn't
Yep.
going to. Like
I'm actually amazed you have it.
Yeah.
Being perfectly honest.
Yeah, I waited until the Saturday after it came out
Yep.
to even try to download it. And
See, I downloaded it this morning.
Did you?
I waited that long.
Did you really?
Well, because I was going to get the new phone.
Okay.
And the enthusiastic response from the like 25 to 35-year-old people I
Yeah.
know that were just like instantly addicted. I was like,
Yep.
well, I need to be in on this conversation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like
And
I
that's-
only know of the old games.
Right.
I need to be able to converse here.
Yeah.
And that's at least part of its appeal.
Yeah, that's yeah, exactly. Because I mean, you can walk anywhere and talk to somebody about it. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
you know,
That's
so
awesome.
that's why I did it. That's why I downloaded it. And then yeah, it was when I caught the Pikachu as my starter because I saw all the stuff.
saw
on
the
the
Yeah, I did it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I did that, I thought this is really cool, and then I was hooked from there.
Yeah.
I waited too.
It's
All
definitely
day on the App Store on Wednesday.
Did
I
you?
sat there and waited.
You waited for it to come out.
I kept refreshing.
So you were the opposite
and
of
it,
us.
it finally hit at like 8:45 and
Yeah.
downloaded it immediately, ran into my backyard and caught a caterpie.
it's becoming like one of those groundswell events too, like Harry Potter or Twilight.
Yeah.
Where we now are the Potterheads or the Twilight fans that
Right.
knew this existed before the movies came out.
Yeah.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you're riding this huge wave and you know about it in a way that
Yeah.
people don't and can access the conversation in a way
We're-
that people can't. And you're just happy to welcome them in.
Absolutely.
Like,
Right, exactly.
Congratulations, like come in. This is the hotel's huge.
Yeah.
Plenty of room to stay. Plenty of
Yeah,
room to stay.
Exactly.
Right.
We are the
We've been dusting out cobwebs for a couple weeks.
Harry Potter and Game of Thrones book readers where people came to them for
Sure.
Yeah.
information about
And it's
stuff.
great to see it. It's all about inclusiveness and
Yeah.
and it's a fun, syrupy little universe. It's not as deep or nuanced as even Harry Potter
No.
is limited.
Not even a little
But
bit,
it's
yeah.
it's a Slurpee, and Slurpees are fun, and it was just 7-Eleven.
Hey.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that. Where it's kind of like it's kind of like if you're really into music and this is pop music, like it's kind of like that really colorful, flavorful.
Yeah.
Like here's just this.
Have you named one yet?
Okay. Yeah, I can't really tell you.
Is it terrible?
It's really
Oh my
terrible.
God, you're awful. Kids play that game. You're gonna put that thing on top of a gym?
No, it was my starter. I'm not going to put that starter on it.
Okay.
I do hate how hard it is to level up your starters.
Yeah, it is
know?
pretty
Yes.
bad. Jimmy, did you?
No,
you haven't named one? I haven't named one yet either.
I have been against nicknames in Pokemon since I picked up Pokemon Blue.
Oh, really?
Back in
See,
'96.
we
I can say this honest to God, I have never nicknamed any one of my Pokemon
That's
ever.
amazing. We used to talk about because 2 generations of the game came out while I was away at college.
Okay.
And we would all talk about what naming convention we were going to use.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you going to do Star Wars Extended Universe?
Okay.
Are you going to do Wheel of Time? Are you
Right.
going to do
Right.
sitcoms from the 90s? Because it's really funny to see Ross get KO'd as a Snorlax, Being like, I know that fucking Gyarados has a Hyper Beam and he's going to destroy Ross's life.
Yeah.
Well, now I have a new goal.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So it is that was
Right. And that's great.
favorite wrestlers
For sure.
So
Sure.
and I haven't done that yet, mostly because I'm waiting to get the hit squad out.
Right.
Okay.
And then it'll be
Right,
Shawn
sure.
Michaels and Darth Vader.
Okay.
I have no shame in admitting that I would hurt a good person for a Dragonite egg.
There's a Dragonite egg
I mean, you can hatch them. they
Someone has
exist.
gotten a Dragonite from a
an
10K.
egg. From 10K.
And
That's all I want in my life.
Lucky bastard.
yeah.
Man, I just looked at my badge. Like I just hit 10K walking. Like, because I don't walk very far, right? Because
Right.
the Pokestops that are by the Friendship Shell in Bay City are.
You gotta drive, man.
Yeah. They are. They're all right next to each other.
That's I think that's why a lot of the people in the last couple of days have been at vets, and I don't know how much local stuff we want to put in this, but we might as well talk about it a little bit.
We can talk about relative distances between Pokestops.
Because that park's so big, there's a bunch near, or there's a few Pokestops near the Imagination Station over on the near the Hooters Marina.
Okay.
And then a great many closer to the bridge to the Boys and Girls Club.
Oh, okay.
So that's 3 kilometers front to back between the two of them.
Okay.
So yeah, you can really cover some ground if you go out there for 3 hours a night to stop at Pokestops.
Yeah.
And try to take down the fucking Mystics.
Goddamn Mystics.
So there's a big thing on the internet right now about people, not getting all up on other people's shit about being different teams. We're all playing the same game, guys. Let's have peace. But for real, fuck Team Blue. I can't.
Does anyone but them like them?
No.
That's the question. They're like the Kanye West of PokemonGO.
The ones that I've run into so far have been generally younger and super chill.
Yeah, I'm sure they are chill.
The Reds Team Valor had finally taken over one of the Mystic gyms downtown, and there were like a cluster of kids that were like quite obviously trying to get something done before they went home for the night.
Yeah.
And we asked them, "Hey, are you reinforcing the gym? We really need it because these kids keep taking the gym." And they're like, "No, we're Team Mystic. We're trying to take the gym right now. Like, good luck, guys, because we really brought our."
Yeah.
Like, people texted us to be out here.
Yeah.
It's funny because it reminds me of.
So we need to beat the little kids. Is what you're saying.
It's just like the best part of every World of Warcraft expansion is those few months when the leveling disparity is really large. So there can be bullies, and not everyone's on the same relative power level.
Right.
So that's really neat. It's really funny to see. And again, I have no idea what the demographics are. It seems like most of the blue team is relatively young.
Right.
And it's really funny to see, like, every morning by the afternoon, if you can just look around, because I can see 4 gyms from
your house.
Just in my house. I can manipulate the map, and they're all blue in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, I know an inordinate amount of like service workers in town. And most of them seem to be playing this, and literally all of them are Team Red.
Okay.
So at like 11 o'clock, like Snapchats and stuff will start going out, like going down to try to take this gym back. Anyone want to come?
Yeah.
It's really
cool.
weird and fun and
that's awesome.
Strange. Yeah. So is your logo one of the 3 birds then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, because the Team Valor Moltres is pretty awesome.
It is cool.
Let me just.
Because I saw you posted yours.
Yeah.
And that was cool too, and that's
Team Instinct for life.
So what does the Mystic logo look like? That I didn't even glance at it.
It looks stupid. That's what it looks like.
It's blue. It's a bird. It sucks.
So,
I like blue.
When I went through Auburn and I realized there were 2 gyms in Auburn.
Yeah, I can't believe that because it's such a small town.
So it's super obvious that some rural places have gyms.
Yeah.
Right.
So especially for you guys who are on team, what is it?
Instinct.
Yeah. That seems to be the least numerous of it in the area. It seems like it would make sense to go to like Zion Beaver or something.
Right.
And take over, because there's a church there. There's at least a Pokestop there.
Yep.
Right.
But there could be a gym there because it's a school too.
Yep.
And take it over and just reap the benefits till some kids get to go play basketball and take the gym back over.
Right. That was my thought too. Like there are a couple of places, like the one that's right next to my office. It's not in a like heavily populated area as far of
in Midland.
Anyway. It's not anywhere downtown by the Tridge, whatever.
Sure.
So it's kind of off in the middle of nowhere, and it just fluctuates between blue and yellow constantly because there are 2 apartment complexes right next to it.
That's really, really funny.
Yeah, so I like to imagine that they're warring. That the one apartment complex is all blue, one is all yellow, and they're just going to
That's exactly what's happening.
Wage war forever. You know?
Yeah. Absolutely.
But those are the gyms that yellow can take because there aren't many of us.
Right.
Yeah.
So we don't hold things consistently, and it's kind of a pain.
And it just seems like every time I see a blue gym, it's like a Dragon Ball episode. It's like they're how powerful.
Right, exactly.
How much do we have to train up to defeat them?
Exactly what that is. Like I I'm level 10, not now, but like yesterday when I was walking around level 10, and I'm like, how are you 18? How are you?
Yeah.
That's a level.
And this is for real. I got the game Wednesday night.
Yeah.
I have pretty much done nothing all day, every day,
Yeah.
but play this game. Like every waking hour that I could be playing it, I've been playing it.
Sure.
And I currently sit at level 11.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
And you see several level 18s.
Yeah.
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 I truly don't know what else I could have done to this point to get that good.
If you spent $20 on it to
Sure.
get some lucky eggs or something,
That's
and,
possible.
And just say our friend Devin did that with Clash of Clans, and she was like, people spend $60 on video games all the time, and I spent $60 in 3 months on Clash of Clans, and that's a fully fine expenditure for me because I play this instead of video games.
Right.
Right.
So if you're under that mentality and you don't play other games,
It's actually a good way to look at it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I instantly shut up about it. I was
Yeah.
like, that's a great point. You don't play video games. She doesn't have a ton of expensive habits, so like.
Right.
Why not?
She was like, "Yeah, I spent $60 in 2 or 3 months on Clash of Clans, and that's less than what most people spend on gaming, and I love
Right.
this gaming."
Right.
And so yeah, if you're under that mentality, or you're just like, it's a free app, so I'm gonna purchase $20 of stuff just because it's the right the
The right amount for her.
the mercantile
whatever.
thing to do.
Sure.
Yeah.
Then you can really power level the crap out of yourself.
So that was my thought, is that I think once a month I'll probably spend $10 or whatever, because that's about what I would pay for an MMO like World of
Yeah,
Warcraft.
and if you're gonna treat this like an MMO, that's fine.
Right.
Right.
That was my thought process.
Yeah.
So I know, and I did that recently, and I still have most of those coins left. But before I was really hitting, 'cause, when I sit at work, and I'll just leave my phone on and plugged in, and so when things will pop up, I'll just catch it.
Yeah.
I run out of Pokeballs real fast. Because
Right.
because I don't have any Pokestops.
You can tap to retrieve the Pokeballs.
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
No,
I did not.
Did you not know this either?
Time
the
out.
camera off.
So when you throw it and it like rolls and you can see it, if you tap it, you can bring it back. You got to be pretty quick about it. But
But it's a thing that can happen.
I have never used two hands to catch a Pokemon in this game yet.
Yeah.
So I used two hands while I was charging my phone earlier.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just tapped it really quick and you could see it return and come back. I have had
That's good to know.
between
Yeah.
101 and 130 Pokeballs for like the entire time I've owned the game.
Wow.
So
But
if you miss, you can get it back.
Yeah,
basically is
if
what
it
you're
goes
saying.
off screen, it's pretty much gone. Though.
Right.
But you get a small grace period.
Okay.
Gotcha. That's good to know.
That is really good to know.
That's one thing I didn't like about this game. When I first downloaded it, it was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, I don't know.
Steep
how to-
learning curve.
Yeah. So I don't. They don't hold your hand through anything.
No.
Yeah, just go.
Although the community is really good.
Right.
I haven't run across anyone that was playing the game that
No.
wasn't like immediately okay
helpful
to
about
help.
it. Right. Yeah.
And there's tons of great resources on the internet.
Yeah. Now there is.
Kotaku has a great starter guide. I think IGN, I believe, has a great starter guide, and so
Yeah.
does Games Radar. Has a great starter guide that is literally step by steps, and at least two of them have links to YouTube how-tos too.
Yeah.
So
which is awesome.
yeah,
Yeah. That was I think I played it over the weekend, and I hadn't done any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yet. And then on yesterday, I went through and I watched a few things, and it vastly improved.
yeah, but it
how
is
I
a
play.
social game, and for the three of you that are watching that haven't downloaded this yet, like. Feel free to just do it and then go down to your local park and talk to the 25 or so people that are
It's
gonna
so
be
much
playing.
fun.
Yeah.
because they're going to be so willing to help you.
Yeah, that's the like I have never seen the by the river, downtown Bay City, this full.
No.
Like
It is for the first like 2 weeks of April when everyone finally wants to walk their dog outside before
Sure.
they get tired of walking their dog.
Right.
But
no one's talking
in the
to each
middle.
other.
Yeah, in the middle of summer, I've never really seen it like this. Only on the nicest days.
yeah, or like when the tall ships come in or
River
something.
Roar.
A river
Wait,
roar.
tall ships are coming this weekend.
It'd be
too, so
really
it'd be-
cool if they put up some temporary stuff for tall ships.
Yeah, they've already got the ticket booths out for tall ships.
Right.
And I think you're gonna have to pay to get down to buy the Friendship Shell this weekend.
Oh, sure, but you won't have to at vets. It'll just put more people at vets.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
They'll just shift across.
Which,
the
as
river.
we've said, is a more. There's not as much concentrated stuff, but it's a more efficient use
Right.
of your time. Unless you're just trying to grind,
Pokeballs.
just catching Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Because there's always the modules going on at the friendship show.
I actually like if you can find like a 4 or 5 or 6 like cluster of Pokestops. I like doing that. I like doing that more than I like going to trying to take gyms, because you get 50 XP every single time.
Yep.
And you don't get much XP for taking gyms.
No.
You only get like 150.
You get man card XP.
Yes.
Well, sure. Yeah.
Yes, you
Yeah,
do.
the Hound doesn't get a lot of XP for cutting guys in half the long way, but that doesn't mean we want him to stop doing it.
That's true. I'm just saying if you're grinding for XP, because when it comes down to it, player level is king in this game.
Yeah.
Because that's going to affect the CP of all of your Pokemon that you catch, and how well you catch those Pokemon.
Yep. Your items.
Your items, exactly.
Yep.
So that's if you're grinding XP, that's how to do it.
All right.
Personally.
Really quickly, which one's your favorite right now?
That I have?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with my 800 plus rated Hypno.
Okay.
Just because I actually took the time to level him up, and I took the time to catch all those Drowsies and get all the candies, and then level him up, But yeah, that's my favorite.
My favorite is not as powerful as Sean's is, but it's my favorite Pokemon. Always has been, always will be. Bulbasaur. That was my starter.
Oh, nice.
Right away.
Yeah, so that's where I've never really played. I have played Pokemon.
Bulbasaur, the vicious butt of a lot of jokes in the Pokemon Reddit forums.
Yeah, he is. But you know what? If you break it down,
stupid lettuce.
if you break it down, Bulbasaur is the best overall starter Pokemon.
It seems
Besides Pikachu.
Right, but at the time when I got it, no one even knew that was a possibility.
Oh, and I meant...
Right. It was just in general. I'm with you.
Yeah, so...
That's only because of Ash anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't even do that in Japan, man.
I think... So I sense that like theme with you, that you pick the stuff that everyone else.
I'm the
kind of
underground
shuns.
He's totally a Poke hipster.
But it's unintentional.
Right. Yeah.
Like I
Is any form of hipster
no,
is
it
not
really is.
unintentional.
It really is.
Nah,
Bulbasaur
you're
is my favorite for a really specific reason. Green is my favorite color. So as a little kid, which is how I originally played Pokemon,
okay.
I was like, oh, I want the green one.
You want the green
which
one,
is how
okay.
most people choose Team Mystic now.
Correct.
Anyway,
Blue.
speaking of the teams, I joined Team Instinct on Thursday morning. I hit level 5, so the game hadn't even been out 24 hours yet.
Right.
And yellow was the closest green?
Actually, I assumed based on the colors that they were the legendary birds.
Okay.
I guessed correctly.
You did.
And Zapdos is by far my favorite of the 3.
Well, because it should be.
Although the weakest.
No.
No. In a straight up battle, he would beat both of them.
Yeah, but you can use Articuno against
Pretty much anything else.
and dragons.
Right. Which is nice.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Otherwise, you got to level your bugs.
Right. Which is why I like my Beedrill.
Yeah.
But
So that got nerdy quick.
yeah,
Real fast.
Real
That's
quick.
fine.
That's
I
what
don't
we
even
do.
have a favorite one yet. I have an Eevee that I'm just like clutching and I
Nice.
want to make into a Vaporeon.
You haven't
so
evolved
bad.
an Eevee yet.
I haven't evolved one. I have
Okay.
a couple EVs. I know they evolved to different things.
Yes, it's
so-
based on the secondary move of Eevee. I don't know what the breakdown is.
Sure.
But I know that all
You can
Eevees
look it up. Super
all
easy.
EVs come with quick attack, and what your Eevee will evolve into is based off of its
second
second move.
attack.
I have a Jolteon right now, and I'm pretty sure the next one that I evolve, I can do like 1 or 2 more.
But it
Eevees.
doesn't learn Pin Missile, does it?
No.
Only reason to get a Jolteon.
Right, and then I'll get a Flareon.
We're just saying things that Sean doesn't understand.
Pin Missile was a hell of a move, though.
Yeah, you used it against the Elite Four. You
Yeah.
get a Jolteon, you go to the Elite Four.
Yep.
So that being said, guys, thanks for joining us today. Again, I can't stress enough, ask people that are playing next to you, Google it, ask your friends, whatever. The community's there, and just engage in it, and you will not regret it.
Yeah, don't if you go to like a big park area or whatever, don't just walk around by yourself. Like bring some friends or
Yes.
talk to people. Like
Yeah,
And
you'll
do
be
it
able
now.
to join
Don't
up with
waste
people.
your time. Don't
Right.
wait a month to do it. It's great right now.
Yeah.
Go do it.
Yeah, let it get old.
Right.
Like, totally. Like, get old with it.
Yes. Yeah.
Make it a fad. It's free.
exactly.
Exactly.
And you'll be able to talk about that one time you liked Pokemon for a couple weeks. So thanks for joining us, guys. Like, share, subscribe, comment, please. Tell us your favorite Pokemon.
Yeah.
Tell us your favorite Pokemon stories, your favorite moves. Tell us which generation is the best. We had a little talk about that earlier. And stay tuned for the next video. We're going to do some Pokemon quick hits and mess around a little bit.